Okay, so we are live. Doing a test stream with a new gimbal and microphone. Put the phone. Right now, I'm using a remote control on this new gimbal and a new external microphone. Ooh, okay. So we have another phone with us I'm testing with to see how good. So this is going to work. The only real way to do this is doing a live test. Okay. So yeah, we've got one with a brand new gimbal and a microphone. Okay, cool. Now I don't have to talk so loud all the time when we're doing our test streams or our walks. This thing also has this is a Hohem gimbal. I forget exactly which model this is. I forget. Let's see if it says. We bought the Hohem iSteady V3. This also has an attachment that is a flashlight and also AI tracking. So if I wanted to talk to you guys directly and have it follow me as I move around, we could do that. So that's pretty neat. See, somebody else just came in. Good afternoon. We're at Cherokee Dam here in Jefferson City. 5 people tuning in for a test stream. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, we're doing a testing stream today with new equipment. Hi, Hallie. How you doing today? Prime. MK. I'm not even going to try to say the rest of that because I'll screw it up. But yeah, we're just doing a test stream here at Cherokee Dam here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Bug, how you doing today? Man, get more people coming in for a test stream than we do for our bigger broadcasts. But yeah, we're testing out a new gimbal and microphone. So, guys, tell me how we're sounding. Do we sound nice and clear? Zebra, how you doing? I know I'm looking at a garbage can. Sorry. So let me turn this around. Let me point it at Cherokee Lake, Cherokee Dam Lake. So yeah, how do I sound? Do I sound okay? I'm standing about 6-8 feet from the cell phone right now. Awesome, Bug. Appreciate it. Thank you. Man, 13 people tuning in for a test stream. That's impressive. Yeah, we're doing the Hohem, wherever I said, V3 gimbal and one of the Hohem's external microphones. And it's got the windsock on it too. We're getting about 10-mile-an-hour winds here at the moment. And I'm also using a remote control to control the camera's motions. We're all going to go walk here in a minute to see how she does. And I do have the phone vertical at the moment. I think if I double tap this, the phone will go sideways. Maybe. I thought I did. Maybe not. I did it the other day and I don't remember how I did it. Yeah. I say we are kind of just playing around with this, so. Come on. I gotta remember how you do it again. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was clicking the wrong button. So that's how I can turn the phone from vertical to horizontal. Back. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, so the phone or the gimbal came in a cool little carry case. I was going to kind of show you guys. So the little remote control I'm using is only like this big. I can control everything on that. All right. So we're gonna put the little controller back on. Okay. All right. So let's go for a walk and see how she does. Ready? Okay. I'm going to mute you guys for just a second. Okay. All right, let's go take a walk. I think I have it on a different setting. So let's go walk towards the dam. Yeah, 9 people in here for a random test stream. Okay, not bad. Interesting. Test stream for what? We're testing a new gimbal and external microphone. We're actually not using the phone's mic today. Let me see if I can balance that. Yeah. Just trying out some different things. Okay. That's good to hear. I'm glad it works really well because it was kind of expensive. Guess I should be pointing more at the lake. The gimbal also has an extender on it, so like I can, make the phone stick up a lot higher than what it is. Sure nobody sneaks up behind us. Oh, look at that cat colony. Let's try to see where we saw a bunch of kitty cats like living in a den here. We first walked up. I don't know where they went. Okay. Interesting. It's like I've had the gimbal for over a week, but I've worked the last 6 days straight, so I have not had any time to get out and actually do any testing with any of this new stuff yet. I mean, I kind of want the breeze to pick back up just a little bit more so we can give the microphone. Now, the cell phone is mounted on the gimbal. So, yeah. It's a Hohem V3. The Hohem gimbals are some of the best that you can get. And they were having a big spring sale on them, so that was luckily the gimbal normally it was like $179. I think I got it on sale for like $120, part of their spring sale. The microphone though was like a $50 mic. It does have a windscreen that you can put over top of the actual microphone itself just to reduce your wind noise. So here's another trail there. You can go walk, but we're just gonna go walk to the dam straight. I think you can walk all the way out on the dam here. Just couldn't believe we had up to 15 viewers at one time for popping in for a test stream. And there's nothing different. Well, YouTube must have changed. Or the Streamlabs app that we use changed how it formats. I'll have to re-watch this later and see how it looks. So yeah, so I've got actually a battery bar indicator on the little remote control, so I can see how much we got left. The dam is out in the distance, you can see, and we can walk out there. So we're gonna go as far as we can. Big, so many muddy footprints.
Like, where'd they come out of the mud?
Unless they're on that trail in there. And this is actually the first time we've came to this park, believe it or not. So what a better place to test out new equipment. Yeah, what a place to test out new stuff at a new park for us. I mean, would I test this on the weekend if I could? Yeah, but I work weekends, so have to work with what I got. Go check out Cherokee Dam. So yeah, this place is patrolled by tribal police, believe it or not. The TVA tribal police. Move that around. 10 people back in here again. Wow. So yeah, I mean, if you guys think the stream is doing good, if the the phone is staying pretty stable, the microphone sounds good, make sure you give that video a like. It definitely helps us. Not been able to get out as much lately as I would like. But with that being said, I just finished up a 6-day stretch, so everything's starting to come in full bloom too. This tree's all covered in the purple flowers. The flowers are starting to pop in the grass too. And an empty bottle of Fireball. Somebody was out here having a good time. Yeah, because right now obviously the water's really low because they have it at winter levels. I mean, it's come summertime, the water will be back up to the edge of the bushes and over there. Probably within the next month and a half, give or take, and depending on how much rainfall we get. Technically this area is still in a pretty decent drought. Oh, here we go.
6,000 feet.
So yeah, the length of this dam is 6,760 feet. This is also a hydro dam. Cool. All right. So you can only drive up to here. If I would have known that, I would have just pulled over here and parked, but I'll be curious how much extra power this phone's going to use now, because it's actually So the microphone has a device you plug in through your battery port, your charging port, and that's works as your transmitter for the microphone. So that's going to obviously draw more power. Okay. I'm going to walk all the way out real quick. Normally I would have my external battery pack in my pocket, but I knew we weren't going to be out here super long, so I figure we'll use that on the days we actually need to. Yeah, there's trails all the way down in here below us. I'm sure if you searched around down in there, you'd find some goodies. Feels good to get out for a walk. So I have a driving job again, so I'm, behind the wheel for 8-10 hours a day. I'm glad the microphone is working better than anticipated, because I was a little worried that the mic wouldn't work properly, because I didn't even really play with the settings.
Hey there.
Hey there. There's a speedboat. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. We do a variety of live streams here, and obviously hard recordings, anything from caving to railroad videos to just walks at places we find interesting. Sometimes we just do the lives because either don't have the time to do a proper hard recording and edit all of it out, because that's obviously time consuming. I was going to test the stream out downtown Jefferson City along the railroad tracks, but the spot I usually go to was busy, and somebody had a pressure washer, so it was really loud and noisy for us to try to do a stream. And I kind of just wanted to get out and walk anyway. I want to say this microphone will pick up, recordings. I forget what the distance is. It's like, I think it's well over, I think we'll say it's like 100 feet, 150 feet it'll pick up. Maybe when we get down here to the end, I'll sit the phone down and just kind of like walk away and talk to you. I don't know what that tub is that's down here. See what I mean? Like this, that thing right there. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's got somebody's stuff in it from washed away during Hurricane Helene back in whenever that was, the end of September, early October. It looks like it almost looks like a storage tub of some kind. I don't know. Anything around waterways, if it's a box like that, you don't try to open it up because you may not like what you find. Let's take a look down on this side. There's another whole parking lot down over there. I am going to try and probably get a new phone in the next couple weeks as well. I mean, it's not going to be like a huge upgrade, and probably won't be noticeable, at least on live streams. Maybe in the hard recordings. Depends on what phone I get, what kind of deals they've got going on whenever I go in. "13 people in here again." Sometimes these testing streams do better than the regular stream videos for some reason. I said coming here was just kind of like a random decision. So this place is very similar to Douglas Lake as well, but this one is a little bit more accessible for walking. See the big quarry over there? You never know, it rained all night. It rained on and off probably about 8 hours. Kind of started as soon as I got home from work last night, about 12:45, and then continued at least over at the house till about 8:30 this morning. So in the comments here in the chat, let me know where y'all are watching from. I'd like to see where our viewers are. I know a lot of people were nervous about getting involved in the chat. Some of you aren't, but I know a lot are, because it's okay. I don't always jump in the chats either on live streams. I guess I would call me, like, I guess, a lurker in the live stream community, because most of the time I'll watch the streams like on the TV or something like that, and it's kind of, you know, difficult to jump in chat. I don't know if I mentioned or not, this is a hydro dam. Actually see one of the turbines there that they'd use. Hydro dams are very, very popular here in East Tennessee. Douglas Lake is one as well. This area is still cleaning up from Hurricane Helene last year as well. Douglas Lake, they said even as of last week, they're only about 20% done with cleanup. They said it potentially could take 2 to 3 years before they'll get everything cleaned up over there. Okay. Standing in the wind here. The weather today is just absolutely beautiful now. I mean, it's still on the cool side, but it's gorgeous. So this lake's got transmitters and cameras and all kinds of good gadgets to keep this place safe and protected. So I don't know if you can see more if you came in from the other side or not. Kind of looks like you might. So looks like maybe 9 feet down. No, that's way more than that. I don't know. No trespassing. U.S. government property. Let's zoom. Old Glory up there flying high today. Standing out. Yeah, welcome to East Tennessee here in the eastern part of the United States. Part of the Appalachian Mountains and Smoky Mountain National Park is about 45 minutes away, hour away, depending on the drive. We'll do more Gatlinburg streams hopefully soon. Right now it's spring break season. It's been getting kind of crazy down there. Plus I also work in Gatlinburg as well. So yeah, it's been kind of madness down there for the past week or so. It'll be busy now till the end of April, early May, then it'll die off for about 2-3 weeks, and then it'll go crazy again for summertime. So we're going to come up here. We're going to test a couple other things real quick. But let's get a little higher vantage point here. Ooh, it's windy. Super windy now. Feel the wind coming out of the west. Let's walk over here. Going to test a couple other things. Let's do an extension rod. All right, so I've got the extension rod out. Let's set you guys down on the ground for a moment. All right. Woo! No. Oops. Hang on. I don't know why I did that. Oh, I know why. But I think I was accidentally bumping the... No. It's got like a mind of its own all of a sudden. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Right now, I'm about 10 feet from the camera. You see me. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to walk away. We'll try to go about 30 feet, 40 feet, and see how we do. All right, so we're about 30 feet away, give or take. I don't know if that's going to transmit. Oops. Okay. So I'm quite a ways away. All right, so all right. Cool. All right. I hope everything was still clear, being that far away. Had to pick you guys up because there is people coming, so cool. Yeah, we're just kind of testing the camera, or testing the gimbal out, testing the microphone, seeing how this thing's going to perform before we start putting it up through its paces. We're going to drag this thing through the national park here soon too, so we're probably going to drag this thing underground and see how it performs inside some caves, hopefully in the near future. Yeah, we're going to give this gimbal a workout this year. Don't you worry. I had been talking about getting a new gimbal for probably a year. But yeah, it was the time to do it. Let me zoom quick so you guys can actually see the Smoky Mountains there at the furthest most point. You can actually see the blue tint of what is the Smoky Mountains. That's looking towards the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, is where the tops of those furthest most points are. And that's about 30 miles across. I mean, the way a bird flies, obviously not 30 miles, but driving wise is about 30. I mean, we're 46 minutes in on this stream. So I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us today while we're doing this little broadcast. It's like, I know we're not doing a whole lot, but for me, we're gaining knowledge and learning how everything works and what adjustments I need to make. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys, subscribers, non-subscribers, people just watching in the background. So everybody's appreciated, everybody's welcome here. We try to keep it, family friendly, kids safe on the channel. Yes, I do slip a curse word every now and then. I try to refrain from that on our streams, but obviously, sometimes it slips. That's why we film a wide array of content. So there's like a little bit of something for everybody. After this, it'll be time to run some errands and get something good to eat. Working evening shifts now, so I'm not really eating as much as I did or would like to. And we can't have a stream without talking about food. Especially whenever I'm starving Marvin and it's been 24 hours since I've ate. Maybe barbecue today. Maybe over in Pigeon Forge. Yeah, Bennett's Barbecue in Pigeon Forge. Highly recommended if you're in the area. I've had barbecue in 9 or 10 different states. There's ranks up there as one of the better ones. Plus, they do burn-ins, which is like chunks of meat candy. If you have burn-ins, you know what I'm talking about. That stuff is, ugh. I could eat that breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Phone looks like it's staying pretty stable. Guys are getting my sniffles and all today, I bet. I said it's a little bit chilly. I think it's supposed to warm back up near 80 degrees Fahrenheit here, I think later on this week. So we're gonna get nice and toasty again. And the warm days always come whenever I'm working. And don't forget, if anybody's interested, there's never any pressure to do so, obviously. We have, super chats and stuff turned on here now, super stickers. Plus, we have the Buy Me a Coffee link in the channel's description. There'll be a link on there as well. If anybody would help fuel my caffeine addiction by, buying me a coffee. So no one's ever obligated. We don't ask people, it's like, hey, you have to do this. But the option's there if anybody's interested. Because we were asked to do it by several people. I had a few emails if I would set one up. So we did. And YouTube, we reached the threshold where we can get, super stickers and stuff now as well. So that was a major push forward with the channel, that we were allowed to enter the first stage of the YouTube partnership program. Even hitting that copy, share button, the link for the video, even if you don't post it anywhere, just hitting that button alone, it really helps out. That's one of the little secret YouTube algorithm tricks. Because it sees that somebody copied that link. They're thinking, oh, this person, they really like this video. Let's push it out in front of more viewers. We learned that recently, and obviously, hitting that like button is also much appreciated. That's the free ways you can help out. Spread the word of what we're doing. And obviously, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to us. And keep up with all the latest and greatest places we do. Obviously, as we move into summertime, we'll get into more things, and especially over in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. We'll be going there a lot more. Then I'll get my national park parking pass as well for over there, so we don't have to keep stopping at the visitor center every time we go over there, because if you park more than 15 minutes, you got to have a park pass. A parking pass, I'm sorry. It is an absolutely just gorgeous day now that the sun's coming out. It's warming up slowly. I want to say it was like 41 degrees when we started out this morning. Right now it says it is 56 here locally in Jefferson City. All right. Continue our little walk. Yeah, we'll go around that side of the, follow that trail around that mountain there.
I did that. It's real nice.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go that way.
Meet you on the other end.
Okay. I see a doggy. Getting busy in here all of a sudden. Holy cow. Trying out all the different buttons on the control here. Okay, so if I drop this down, it makes it a little more bouncy. If I scroll this little trigger up, it keeps it more stable. Okay. Is that phone on him all? What are you talking about? Squirrel! Oh, gimbal, yes. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, this is a brand new gimbal. Hohem iSteady V3. And a Hohem microphone as well, with a wind. No, I've got this is a handheld gimbal, not on my chest. I wouldn't mind a chest one at some point. That would be more for when we do our more, long hike adventures. Especially whenever I would need both hands for climbing and not falling and busting my ass kind of deal. I've always got ideas of things that I want to do and get, but obviously everything costs money. The gimbal we were using before this one was a cheap, like $50 one from Walmart. And we got, a couple years out of it. It still works fine. It's just the weight it could carry was less than what I preferred. So I was trying to get something that would hold the weight of this phone and whatever the next cell phone upgrade will be, which that's still to be determined. Mostly because I haven't walked into the T-Mobile store and check out, see what they got. Okay. I see a couple Cobra chickens, I mean Canadian geese. Yeah, it is a lot of pressure on the hand. But, okay, it's really windy now, and it seems like the microphone's holding up really well. My right hand's kind of screwed up anyway, so if anything, if it wears it out enough, maybe they'll actually fix my hand and my wrist, because right now they won't touch it. So, because I did the entire hour stream with my right hand in the air. Literally, I've not switched to my left at all. This is the most I've moved in like 2 weeks. Wonder if there's any deer bedded down in there. I mean, this time of day there should be. Cumite, if I'm saying that right. We are good. We are just enjoying our day off. First time off in 6 days. Right now we are at Cherokee Dam Park here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Here in the eastern United States. Saying the dark mountain ridges in the back there is the Great Smoky Mountains. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's about a 40-ish minute drive from where we are right now. Oh, okay. You're from Brooklyn. Whew. I like to stream whenever I'm driving, but unfortunately Tennessee has a state law that says if you are streaming while you're driving, you can't have a screen visible, that's lit up. Like you can't have a screen that you can read while you're driving. So if I start streaming driving again here in Tennessee, I would have to have the phone up, then like somebody with me in the car that would tell me what people were saying. So basically, the screen where I'm reading the chat right now would have to be completely dark. You can't have a screen visible, to like read chat and stuff while you're driving. It's there's a lot of states that have that law now, because they consider that as if you take your eyes off the road and read a chat and you get involved in an accident, that's distracted driving. So if I'm going long distance, which we do long distance streams for driving, that's one thing, because more than likely I'll be looking at the road anyway, so I wouldn't even be looking at chat. But with that being said, Artie, we'll be doing that here again in the next week, 2 weeks, depending on what happens. I have to go back to Florida briefly. You're going to New Hampshire for the mountains in April. Oh, that'll be fun. But yeah, we are planning, I will do a live stream driving from Tennessee to Florida and back here in the next week or two. And we actually have a full proper mount for the car as well, so you know the phone stays stable, and we have our alternative power sources to keep the phone charged while we're going. We did do that when we moved up here to Tennessee February 1st. It was actually a two-part stream because the stream crashed and I couldn't restart it, so we had to start a second one. Clear from Central Florida up through Atlanta, clear to Chattanooga. I think we did close to 11 hours of streaming that day. We have a lot of live streams from down in Florida as well. When we drove, like the back roads and stuff down there. Even one or two from downtown Orlando. Just driving around, walking around. Thought I'd get ran over by this car. But yeah, New Hampshire, I've always wanted to go up there as well. That's I was supposed to have went several years ago, but a hurricane hit right at the beginning of the vacation, and they had the roads washed out and we couldn't go. So that was a disappointment. I want to go up and go do Mount Washington. That's up there. That's like one of my dream mountains to go do, and ride the cog railroad that takes you up to the top. Everybody thinks though that Mount Washington is the highest peak east of the Mississippi River. It is not. The highest peak of the east of the Mississippi River in the United States is Mount Mitchell in North Carolina, which unfortunately is inaccessible, at least for the foreseeable future, due to Hurricane Helene. In the fall, it devastated that entire region. But we do have a video on it though. We did Mount Mitchell the end of last June. And we did Klingman's Dome as well, which is now back to its original Indian name, Cherokee. Oh, you've been skiing up there since 2022. Well, that's cool. I'm from West Virginia originally, so grew up in the mountains, spent the last 5 years in Florida, and then just moved up here to East Tennessee. Yeah, in the Northeast only, true. I'll be curious to, whenever Mount Mitchell does get reopened, to go see like how much the landscape has changed since June of last year, then the hurricane, and then to now. We did Grandfather Mountain as well back in June, which was really cool. I loved going there. The Mile High Swing Bridge. That was a crazy thing to do. I guess we can go down. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then as the phone's battery is quickly fading. Metal detecting by permit only. Here's all the rules for here. Hot radios or other annoying or noise-producing devices are prohibited. Wow. Interesting. Like I said, this is controlled by the TVA police, which is the tribal police. You know, part of the Cherokee Nation. We are planning on going back again to Cherokee, North Carolina. There, you know, over the mountain from Gatlinburg, and doing either a stream or do some hard recordings over on that side of the mountain. It's beautiful, because, you know, everything there is devoted to, you know, the Cherokee Nation. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this stream here in a couple minutes. I'm just amazed that so many people have tuned in today for this. I didn't expect it, to be honest. I expected like maybe, you know, 2 people maybe to tune in for the entire stream. So yeah, we appreciate every single one of you that came in today. Getting involved in the chat. You know, that's huge. I went over before, you know, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't. You know, super stickers, the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is on the channel's bio. There's a link to that as well. If anybody'd like to buy me a coffee, and so on. You know, hitting the share button. Uh-oh. The Canadian Army's here. I'm sorry, if you know military stuff, you get the joke, because Canadian geese, aka cobra chicken. She calls them cobra chickens, and ever since I heard that a year or two ago, I was like, that's the only way I can refer to them. I'm gonna zoom in on them again. Gooses. They're like, what do you want? But yeah, guys, thanks for coming in today. So much appreciated. It's been wonderful interacting with all of you. It's been fun. Leave here, go run some errands, and go find something delicious to eat, because that's a great rest of your day, wherever on the planet you may be. I know we have people from all around the world coming in. Enjoy it. We more than likely won't do a stream tomorrow, because I do have some things going on around the house that I need to take care of and address. But you never know. If that happens early, maybe we'll try to get out. If not, then it'll probably be my next rounds of days off that we'll do another stream. I do have a couple more railroad videos I need to put together to put out, so stay tuned for those. All right, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for popping by.